Hello everybody and welcome to our channel. Today I wanted to go a little bit more in depth into the BDC filing process with TowerCoverage.com. The most important step before you begin anything here is to get your network up to date. The filing process occurs biannually, which means the FCC requires up-to-date network data every 6 months. If you're watching this video close to the date I've launched it, the filing window for fall is currently open. While it's not due until September, being proactive can prevent a late submittal. Time to do a review of your network. Delete deprecated access points, add any new equipment you've deployed, use manufacturer data sheets, and check coverage accuracy. The more you fine-tune your propagation, the less likely it will be for your projection to be challenged by the FCC. While you're tweaking your network, it's time to contact CostQuest and get your fabric data. We like to do what we can to help our customers, so we provided a link in the description below that will take you directly to their website to request the data. Once you have this data, stick a date on it and keep it on file. Location IDs can change as the fabric gets updated, and if you ever need to make a revision to a past filing, they're handy to have stashed away somewhere. The downloads from CostQuest contain multiple files. In our case, you'll only be using the active file. Once extracted, you'll compress it into a zip folder and upload it to TowerCoverage.com. The place you'll upload this data is here, under the FCC section of the Tower Coverage interface. Once the file is finished processing, you can proceed to the next step. What you see here is your multi-coverage list. This is where the network breakdown for your availability data takes place. Each multi-map has its own set of values. Anything with identical values across the board should be placed in one map. Your provider ID is contained in a public database available from the FCC. See the link in the description below to find yours. If yours is not available, using the number 0 is a valid option. Each map you create will have its own technology code. For a list of codes and their descriptions, visit the link we provided below. Your max advertised up and your max advertised down should be familiar from the old Form 477 process. This is the max advertised speed available on your access point. They want to know what you can provide and where you can provide it. You'll need a separate multi-map if any access points cannot provide your highest tier, and a subsequent map if you cannot provide your second tier. Always represent the highest package you can provide in a given area. Low latency is defined as having a round-trip latency of less than or equal to 100 milliseconds based on the 95th percentile of measurements. This value is either true or false. There is no in-between, so you may need to check your equipment for this. For the business and residential code, ask yourself this: do you provide business and residential on all? If so, you'll choose the all option. Mark either business or residential to state otherwise. Use the update button to the right of the row to update individual settings. Once your maps are updated, you can move on to the order placement part of the process. See part 2 of this video for placing your order.